Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder GridIron Conley there to knock that away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it, complete to Fowler.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
Hey, 10-18.
50. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Shaheen here. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On play action, it's Rodgers. And got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on third down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On second down, Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers, able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Johnson, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So this defense...
3-19. Hey, take 26.
On first down, Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again.
Come on, Lott. We better not.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936, 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
3-19. 50.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Again, it's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Rosa's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 6.
Line on it. 258. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards there at a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers is now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. 1st and 10. Past the 55 before being tackled. 10 yards there on the 1st down. Rodgers now 14 out of 17, 82%. Here's a quick return to the completely. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Good for 4. It's 2nd down. The midfield stripe will get the ball. The success was made. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender in him, because he usually knows where the ball is, what the defender does.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Really willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just really lead the game out that way.
4 yards on that is completion, so that sets up second and 6. Rodgers again. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And they'll get down inside the 5 of the 4. Eagle passing game. Look good on this drive. It's a first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
First and goal. They get a chance to get right back in this football game. Touchdown! From failure to down, as they are able to cut into that lead. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Sack back at the 7. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. Now I'm listening to you. So for Washington, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. With that, we'll get up at FedEx Field for the Washington home opener. Standing by, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
If you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off with wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out there on the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in.
Ready? And 2-star. 61, matchbox lights. Put up. Get it.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Ready. 60 on.
You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Recon, 132-5. Ready.
On second down, it's Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now fails. He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing his fails. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
60 outlaw. Pilot, 64, weak.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the second.
50, plant. You draw quarter. 2.
They start the drive with Peterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. Oftentimes you say some guys have a...
Ready? 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. You.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Ready, set.
59 mark. Check.
22 jump bomber. 22 to 5.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. 20, 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Ready, break. Topper.
Let's go.
Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run.
And two-star.
I'm here all day.
Protein spill. Get it.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, Peterson.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Reggie Ragland in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Fails. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run again with Peterson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possible.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on down.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
He can't hang.
Blue draw corkers. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. But he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. They've been
AC Gator.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Ready?
After After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Ready. And two stop.
Get in the weight room.
5.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take it. Oh, he coughed it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught by Roberts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He's going to look deep down the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only at... So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have... So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Here we go, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just having...
Now White lost the football.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Here goes that. Mike 50. Lady.
On 1st down, White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know the man who sat in my chair? A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To throw is Darnold. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack on first down, Darnold, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone,
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
it's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on second down, Darnold. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from...
They start the drive with White. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's coming. Check in. Check in. Oh, here we go. Oh.
A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On second down, they'll run with White. And he loses the football a second time. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with White. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down. Darnold now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jeffrey. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. On 4th down, Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Check Mike 34. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Try to go back to Matthews there, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold now to throw. And the to him. He goes down for a sack. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Bears on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Coming to you. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their... So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.